Welcome to the Evening Rush, a space where we talk about female empowerment, self love, mental health, and much more. My name is Valentina Ortiz, and in the Evening Rush show, we will be discussing various topics to support one another, educate ourselves, and have a good laugh while learning about important life issues. Stay tuned on UIC Radio on Wednesday evenings. Join us on this journey. Good night, everybody. We're excited to have Professor Ken, an expert in e-commerce and digital marketing, and Carolina Portilla, a student here in UIC Radio. Okay, so I want to know how do you balance life and work?
How do I balance life and work?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I definitely work too much, I think. Um, that's number one. And sometimes I can't go to sleep until I do a lot of work. So that's a problem. But I think now as I get older, it's more important for me to get more life. That's important. But it's hard. It's hard because I like to work a lot, but I'm starting now to want to enjoy life a lot too. So that's important.
Yeah. For me, it's a little the same. I work too much. So, and actually, I have a work that is not my passion. So I don't feel impatient with the work. So I think I have more stress, more things. But now I propose in my life to change because I need to be. I'm younger. I need to enjoy more the life. So I'm trying to all the in the weekends when I have off in my work. I'm trying to go to the beach, enjoy more with my husband, with his family, with my dog. Because before I work, go home, sleep, sleep, sleep. So the life is no, they don't have good balance in that moment. But now is the my purpose in the life to have a good balance in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something really important because right here in the United States, we're like, more focused on working, working, working. And this country is known for that, for the people that work, wake up, and that's it. But I think we should, be able to have some time and space for ourselves
Yeah.
and be able to, go to the beach and walk and maybe read a book, go to the movies, and be able to have that work and life balance and don't miss out on like really important things like family and family events. That is something that a lot of people that are working and that work in the business industry and in any industry are like stuck right there into trying to take the time off and
Yeah.
enjoy life. Also, I wanted to know how where did you grow up? Like, how do you think that affected on who you become and who you are today?
Oh, that's so I believe in something interesting that all the decisions, everything you do, right? All the decisions you make change dictate your life or choose the path for you, right? There's some people that believe that your destiny is already written. You just got to wake up and you fulfill your destiny and all that stuff. I don't know if I believe that. I think that the choices that you make you who you are today. Like, for example, all the choices I made allowed me to be here talking to you today, right?
Yeah.
And you asked me about, well, what when I grew up, how did it make me who I am today? Well, I could think about knowing that when I was 12 years old, and I think about these major decisions. I think some of the things that happened when I was 12 years old, I can pinpoint a decision. At that time, it wasn't made. It was made for me, not that I made it, and that sort of dictated who I am today, and that shaped the person I am today. That's one. Excuse me. That's one thing. The other thing is when you have family, when you have children, that changes, at least for my perspective. As far as I know, my male friends and maybe even for women as well. Once you have children, it changes your perspective and it changes your who you are as a person too. So I think that's part of it.
Mhm. Me, I'm born in Colombia. Um, my family is very all the time together, very unique. I think like the professor say of all that I did in my life is for my fa- for my parents, and but my life in Colombia was totally different here. So I think I was enjoying more my life.
Mm.
So it's things that I'm trying to learn now, because I'm trying to the things that I learned with my family, I'm trying to do in that moment. So because I told before, I used to work too much, but all that I did in Colombia was totally different. I was enjoying more my life with my family. I'm very fun. I love to stay with my family. When I was in this university, I prefer be with my family than my friends. Than
Yeah,
always my family was first in everything, in all my decisions, who I am. And here I'm trying to all that I learned and try to do here, because I think I was losing my path. I
Yeah.
was losing all that I was in Colombia. I losing when I came here, because first my family is in Colombia, so here I'm start alone. So my life was around friends, but when I was like, no, I need to be more focused in the things that I want. I used to be photographer in Colombia, so here I lost that because I didn't work in that.
Yeah.
I need to focus again
yeah.
in start with my photography, because I love that. I enjoy. It was my passion.
That's so, yeah, because it's your passion, it's
Yes.
something that you're passionate about.
Mhm.
Also, how do you define success in your field? Because you work as an expert in e-commerce
Yeah.
and digital marketing. How
Yeah.
do you define that success in that field?
Uh, I think it varies. So, for me, my role when I take on a client or when I work with somebody, it's to accomplish something. So, if you wanted to, let's say, you have this radio show that you want to promote. If I'm successful, if you're satisfied and you're successful too. Now, I got to get paid, right? You have to pay me for that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And I always tell my clients that there's no magic. I'm pretty good at what I do, but there's no magic. Even if you're very good, sometimes you might not get the result that you want. So for me, success is okay. Yeah, they like what I did and they're happy and they can refer me to somebody else. And that's how I build my business. If I do a good job for you, then you call someone up and you refer me to that success. And then if I have several of those successes, then I make more income because now I have more clients, and that's how I determine success. So that's for me. That's a good measurement.
it is. It is a great measurement of success.
Mhm.
Also, Carolina, since you said that you were a photographer back there in Colombia, how do you define success in that field, in being a photographer and being able to, capture important moments in picture, in, people's life and, or maybe portraits, whatever you used to work with?
I think is that you did the things with patience. So when I'm a start with took photos, I feel uncomfortable with me, because I say like, no, that is not good. But everyone tell me, no, that is good. Why you don't think it's good? So I try to learn the the things that I I do with patience. So I like took photos. So I feel comfortable. The after I feel comfortable, the picture that I took, and the clients, because they feel good. They feel happy with the things, with the result, with the pictures. So at the first time, I was like, they maybe they are not going to like, but the professor said, is no magic. I try to talk photos with the reality, because I don't like to use in a photography. I don't like to use the filters. I don't like
Photoshop.
that. I don't like photos.
Yeah.
I like the photo going to be realistic. They show
Natural.
the beauty of the person, of the landscape, of the animals, because I love all these kind of photos.
Yeah.
And what right now, as of right now, what other occupation will you guys want to try? or you don't want to try nothing else? You
I want to be a singer. No, I can't sing. No, wouldn't do a singer. No, well, I tell you, if so, I guess, can I rephrase that question?
yeah,
All right. So if I had, so I would rephrase the question like this: if I really wanted to do what I really want to do, right, and
yeah,
and be able to live a balanced life and all that stuff, I would just write. I would be a writer. I would like to write. I've been writing since I've been in high school, and I write poems and plays and stories, short stories, and I've always wanted to be a successful writer, to write something. And I really like to write like science fiction and horror type
Mm,
stuff, like scary stuff and things
yeah.
like that. So that's what I would do. And I wanted to do that when now I'm 55 today. When I was 50, I said that's what I want to do when I'm 55 is right. So out of time, I got to figure out how to do that, but that's what I want to do. But I've got a couple of books and stuff like that already. Yeah.
that's amazing, and that's something that you should try to start
Yeah.
and work on that.
Yeah. The problem is that in order to be a really successful writer, you have to, you have to have some luck, but you have to have some good skills. I think I
Yeah,
have that, but then it's hard to make a lot of money real fast. So it takes time to build that up. So that's what I would do. I would start writing, and then maybe singing would be second. Right?
for sure. So, uh, what's one piece of advice that you can share with the people here listening to us today?
Yeah. In terms of
Oh,
work-life balance,
work-life balance.
um, I think as you get older, you know, that becomes more of a reality to you than when you're younger, right? So I think about, so my first, give you an idea of my life, in a quick snapshot. I had my first business when I was 18 years old, right?
Wow.
So I didn't think anything could stop me there, and I did a lot of things. I lived in China when I was 26 for a year and a half. Did a lot of things there. So I've had ups and downs and successes and all that stuff, but I didn't think time would run out. Let's say, right? Because when you're 20 years old, or even when you're 30 years old, maybe even when you're 40 years old, you don't really think about how much time you have left to live. There's that expression, um you don't a man before 30 years old thinks about how much life he has yet to live, and a man who's over 50 thinks about how much life he has left to live,
Left to
right?
live.
And that's
Yeah.
my situation now. So I read an interesting story about that, and this goes back to the work-life balance thing. In the US, since I know both of you are from Colombia, from a different part, you're not from the US. In the US, we work all of our lives, most of us, until we get to, let's say, retirement age, right? So retirement age is what? Sometimes it's 65, 62, whatever the number is. And then you live, maybe if you're healthy, you live to your 80 years old, right? So if you retire at 65 and you're healthy and you live to your 80, which is up there, right? Because normally most men are dead by 72, right? That's normally, right?
Yeah, that's the
That's
reality.
the reality of it. So think about this. So if you start working like I did at 18 years old, and I stop working, retire at 65, okay, and I I drop dead at 72. That means I've only had 7 years of my life that I really didn't work.
Yeah. And then that you will get to enjoy, but
That
not really.
that not really,
Not
right? So
really.
my whole life before that, all those 40 something years, all I did was work, and I had no life work balance. And now here we are. I've got 7 years left to enjoy. Providing, like, those are statistically speaking, right? Maybe I'll live to 100. I don't know, But so
For
that's
sure you will.
maybe we'll see. Well, by then maybe they have a special medicine or some kind of a pill that I could take to make me live longer. I just want to get more of my hair back, though. If I can get more of my hair back.
But
So that's crazy, right? Don't you think that's crazy? Why do we live? Why do we work all our lives and then live a short period of time?
Yeah, I think that's why we get back to that life and work balance, because I think that we're thinking of, okay, I want to get up today and I want to go to my job and work so much and, pay my bills, my rent, whatever I have to do, but not be able to enjoy life as its own. And it
Mhm.
doesn't have to be something really expensive, to go out there and be
Right.
in the finest restaurant. It's something like walking your dog, or like
Healthy life.
spending time with your family members, that sometimes they call you and they're like, and they say, hey, how are you? I'm not feeling well today. Can you get here? And you're gonna be like, no, because I have a meeting today at 2 and I cannot be able to make it there. And there are
Right.
some things that we missed a lot of because of work, especially here in the United States. What do you think that how can we improve that as humans?
Okay, it's a little difficult, because I think we grow up like in the mind that we have to, when you get a job, you have to pay bill, you have a lot of things to. So in your mind you say, it's the thing that I have to do here when I'm, so the in this moment I want to change my mind in this, because when I came here I start to work, I have to pay bills, I have to pay my car, I have to pay. So my life is just basically in that things, but
In the
I in the
material,
material things,
yeah.
but no in my healthy life, because it's not just if you eat good, is the mental health, because
Mhm.
we be tired all the time
Yeah.
or something like that. For example, I work in a company that send money around the world, boxes, but I have a lot of customers that I remember one history. The one woman, she told me, no, I'm so tired, I work all my life, I want to enjoy when I was retired with my husband, but now her husband has a mental problem, so
Oh
he can
no.
know he can he she can know make all the plans that she had for a future. She can
Right.
because she all the time say, no, I want to work, I need to make money, I need to make money, but when I retire I'm going to live my life. But she cannot live the life, she cannot travel, she cannot do things that she wanted. She now have to take care of her husband. Of
Yeah.
course we love our husband, so we take care in the good way and the bad way, we're going to take care. But she say like she told me, please enjoy the life, don't
Yeah.
think that all this work money. You need to enjoy the life, travel, eat good, and be all the time good with your family. Stay with your family in contact. Like you say, it's good you going to, oh hi mommy, I feel good, or
Right.
in things that you miss your family. You can have here friends like a family.
Yeah,
Like I
of
friends,
course.
you have here friends like a family. So we need that things.
And yeah, maybe they're in another country or they're really far away.
Yeah.
And
But
it's a lot of people here that like us, the is not our family here. It's a lot of people like this.
but
So is how we make friends family.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course, that's true. Okay. Uh, what do you wish you knew before starting your career? Like,
Well, I don't. It's hard to say. I think that I just wish where it would end, where I would be able to stop. And like you said, get back to enjoying your life. That's what I wish I knew before I
and you
started.
before starting. And what about you,
And
Caroline?
have more time for, like I
Yeah.
told, have more time, bring more time in my life, because we I told you we work too much. So now I have my husband, we want to have kids. So I was thinking in my future. So I told him I don't want to work. I want to take care of my kids. I want
And
to
be able to
be
spend
in
time.
to be with them, because I
Yeah.
don't want like like my parents, for example, my mom, my dad worked very young, but my mom she used to take care of my brothers, and so when she say like, okay, now you can go to school, to kindergarten,
Right.
she started to work. She was very successful in that she did, but they always like to spend time with us.
Yeah.
They all the time spend time with us. I want to do the same with my
Yeah.
kids.
And that's something really important, and to be able to have kids and spend time with them.
Yes.
Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight and being able to listen to Professor Ken and Carolina Portilla and UAC communication students. Have a great night.
All right. Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Thank you
Bye.
very much.